You know what's hilarious? The coolest people I've ever met never tried to be cool. In fact, the moment you're trying to be cool, you've already lost. It's like trying to fall asleep. The harder you try, the more awake you become. So here's the plot twist. If you want to understand what makes someone genuinely cool, the first rule is, stop trying to be cool. I learned this the hard way when I was 15. I bought the right sneakers, used all the right slang, and even practiced my walk in front of the mirror. You know what happened? I looked like a confused flamingo trying to moonwalk. The irony hit me years later when I met this guy named Marcus at a coffee shop. He was wearing mismatched socks, had paint stains on his jeans, and was completely absorbed in a book about mushrooms. Mushrooms. And somehow everyone in that cafe gravitated toward him. That's when I realized, cool isn't a costume you wear. It's something else entirely. So let's break down what actually makes someone cool. And trust me, it's not what you think. Trait number 1, they have a style that's completely their own. Notice I didn't say they follow trends. Cool people don't look like everyone else because they're not trying to. They've figured out who they are and everything about them, how they dress, how they talk, how they move through the world. It all just fits. It's consistent. It's authentic. Think about your friend who always wears those chunky rings, or the one who says "my guy" at the end of every sentence, or that person who does this little head tilt when they're listening to you. These aren't calculated moves. They're just naturally them. And here's the magic part. When you stop performing and start just being, people can feel it. It's like the difference between eating plastic fruit and biting into a real strawberry. One's just decoration, the other's the real deal. I had a professor in college who wore Hawaiian shirts year-round. December? Hawaiian shirt. Formal faculty meeting? Hawaiian shirt with a blazer. At first, people thought he was eccentric, but by the end of the semester, you couldn't imagine him in anything else. That was his thing. That was his identity. And nobody questioned it because he owned it completely. Trait number 2, they're extroverted, but not in the way you think. Here's where people get it wrong. Being extroverted doesn't mean being loud or being on all the time. The cool people I know, they're just genuinely interested in others. They ask questions. They remember details. They make you feel like you're the most interesting person in the room, even if you're just talking about your weird cat or your failed attempt at baking sourdough. I once watched my friend Sarah turn a boring work party into something actually fun. She didn't do anything dramatic. She just started asking people about the weirdest thing that happened to them that week. Suddenly, the accountant was telling this insane story about accidentally ordering 500 staplers instead of 50, and everyone was crying laughing. Sarah didn't make it about her. She made space for others to shine. That's the secret sauce. Cool people energize a room not by sucking up all the attention, but by spreading it around. They're like social DJs, reading the vibe and knowing exactly when to turn the volume up or down. Trait number 3, they actually enjoy their lives. This sounds obvious, but think about how many people you know who are just going through the motions. Cool people are hedonistic in the best way possible. They find joy in random things. They'll stop mid-conversation to appreciate a really good sandwich. They'll dance badly in the kitchen. They'll laugh at their own jokes before the punchline. My Aunt Linda is 67 years old, and she's one of the coolest people I know. Last summer, she bought a paddleboard on a whim and fell off it approximately 47 times before getting the hang of it. She posted a video of herself flopping into the water with the caption, "Graceful as a baby giraffe." She doesn't care about looking perfect. She cares about experiencing things that make her feel alive. Cool people have cracked the code. Life's too short to not enjoy it. They're not waiting for some perfect moment to start living. They're squeezing the juice out of right now. Trait number 4, they have this quiet kind of power. Not the aggressive, listen to me power. More like magnetic influence. When they speak, people lean in. When they suggest something, people actually consider it. They have charisma, but it's not forced. Here's the thing about power. Real power doesn't need to announce itself. I knew this girl in high school, Maya, who never raised her voice, ever. But when there was drama or confusion, everyone naturally looked to her to figure out what to do next. She didn't demand respect. She just had it. And it came from this unshakable confidence in who she was. Cool people aren't trying to convince you of anything. They're not seeking validation. They've already validated themselves, and that self-assurance is what draws people in. It's like they have this invisible force field of, "I'm good with me," and it's absolutely contagious. Trait number 5, they're adventurous, even in small ways. You don't have to skydive or backpack through Asia to be adventurous. Cool people just say yes more than they say no. They'll try the weird menu item. They'll take the long route home just to see what's there. They'll talk to strangers in line at the grocery store. My coworker Jake once decided to learn juggling during his lunch breaks. Nobody asked him to. There was no practical reason. He just thought, why not? 6 months later, he could juggle flaming torches. And honestly, watching him practice became the highlight of everyone's day. He turned ordinary Tuesday afternoons into a show. Cool people treat life like an experiment. They take risks, even tiny ones, because they understand that the best stories come from the moments when you didn't know what would happen next. They're not reckless, they're curious about possibility. Trait number 6. They're open and autonomous, which sounds like a contradiction, but hear me out. Cool people are open to new ideas, new experiences, new perspectives. They'll listen to music they've never heard before. They'll consider viewpoints that challenge their own. They're not rigid or closed off. But, and this is crucial, they also do things their own way. They don't just follow the crowd or bend to peer pressure. It's this beautiful balance of being receptive without losing yourself in the process. They can be influenced without being controlled. They take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I watched my brother navigate this perfectly last year. His friends were all going to the same college, and there was this unspoken pressure for him to follow. But he chose a different path, a school nobody had heard of because it had the specific program he wanted. His friends were confused at first, but he stayed open to their concerns, explained his reasoning, and then just did his thing. And you know what? They respected him more for it. Cool people don't need permission to be themselves. They're not rebels for the sake of rebellion, but they're also not followers for the sake of fitting in. They found that sweet spot of independence. So here's the truth bomb. You can't manufacture coolness. You can't fake it or force it or copy it from someone else. The coolest thing you can do is stop trying to be cool and start trying to be honest. Be genuinely yourself. Be interested in others. Enjoy your life. Own your power. Take some risks. Stay open but independent. Because at the end of the day, cool isn't a performance. It's what happens when you stop performing altogether. Now stop watching videos about how to be cool and go do something that makes you feel alive. Even if it's weird. Especially if it's weird.